Hello friends, welcome to another session of video tutorial on TestNG. In today's session, we are going to cover assertions available in TestNG. Later on, we will take a look at examples on how to work with soft and hard assertions. Please subscribe, like, share, comment the videos on this channel. If you have any training inquiries, please contact me at techtrainerraj@gmail.com. Before we start looking at the assertion class which is available in TestNG, we need to understand the two terms assert and verify. What assert will do is it will stop the execution when a test condition fails. During the execution, when a test condition fails, assert will stop the execution there. It will not execute the next statement or next step. And assert will trigger an exception. Okay, so let us see what is verify now. Verify will not stop the execution if a test condition fails. It continues to execute the next step or statement. And verify will not trigger an exception. One thing to remember, in both cases, the test case will be marked as fail. Whether you use assert or verify, in both cases the test case will be marked as fail. Let us flip over to Eclipse. Here I'm going to create a new Maven project. Create a simple Maven project. Provide group ID and artifact ID. Click on finish. Okay, under source main Java, I'm going to create a new class. And provide the package name here. Provide the class name here. Click on finish. The next thing is to add the dependencies into the POM file. The two dependencies which I'm going to add is the Selenium dependency and the TestNG dependency. For adding the dependency, I'm going to copy it from another POM file. How to add these dependencies we have already covered in the earlier videos. Okay, let us go to POM XML file. Go to POM XML tab. To add dependency, I need to add first dependencies tag. Dependencies tag. After adding the dependencies tag, I have copied the dependencies for TestNG and Selenium, which I'm going to paste it here. Click on save. Let us go to assertion example Java class. I'm going to create a method . Okay, for this method I'm going to use at test annotation. Okay, before I add the code in here, the example which I'm going to take is the internet hero kuapp.com. Okay, under the internet hero kuapp.com, I'm going to click on A/B testing. After clicking on A/B testing, I'm going to check the title of this web page. So let us see this example now. First thing we need to do is we need to set the property. System.set property and provide the path of the Chrome driver. In my case, it is available in the Chrome driver.exe. Okay, the next thing is create an object of driver. So web driver is equal to new. I'm going to use Chrome driver. Okay, let us add the web driver package. Okay, go to the URL driver.get. The URL is I can directly go to this URL. Okay, after going there, get the title. And store it. Okay, so string driver.get title. So this will return a string which I am storing it into a variable called wTitle. Okay, after storing this, I'm going to use the assert class. Okay, so there is assert class which is available in TestNG. So this class has got a lot of assert equals method available which takes different data types as its arguments. The one which I'm interested in is the string part. Okay, I'm going to use argument 0 will be our title here. And argument 1 will be the one which it is going to compare it with, which is the internet. Okay, the entire thing I'm going to put it under try catch block. Okay. Okay, let us run this and see. Right click, run as TestNG test. Test ran and there's no failure here. Let us print this value here. Yes. Let us close the driver here. let me run this. To run, right click on the class file, run as testng test. Okay, the test case passed and we didn't see any exception. The title which we got was the internet, which matched with this assert. Okay, let me slightly modify this by adding a small I to the internet part and rerun this. Save this and rerun. As you can see, the test case failed. The total test run is 1 and the failed test case is 1. As we have seen earlier, that whenever the test condition fails, in this case the title which we got was the capital I in the internet. The comparison failed here, so that is the reason it caused an exception. Okay, we should be seeing the exception here. Let me add this here. Okay, after comparing the title with the one which we have provided, it gave us this assertion error. What it says is it was expecting the small internet but found the capital I in the internet. It clearly gives you the expected value as well as the value which it got. That is expected and the current value. Okay, when there is a difference, it will assert and it will throw an assert error. Okay, as soon as it hit the assert statement, the next statement was not executed. So it stopped the execution with an error here and it didn't go and close the browser. So that is why the browser is still open here. Okay, let me add another test case here. Okay, I have added the second test here with the method called Assertion Test2. Inside that I'm just printing a string value here. Okay, so here the first test case will still fail because it is not matching this value, and I'm expecting it to go to the second test case and run this. So let me run this again. Right click, run as testng test. It's running the first test case now. It will try to match the title. And it couldn't find the title. That's why it didn't close the browser. Now as you can see, both the tests are run. One passed and the other one failed. As you can see, the assert will not affect the other test cases. It will stop the execution of the current test case where the condition fails. It doesn't affect the other test cases. It will still continue with the other test cases, but it will not continue with the next statement after the condition is false. So whenever it stops the execution, this particular assert is called hard assert. I'm going to add another statement here. Since we have seen what is hard assert now, I'm going to comment this. So Under TestNG there is something called Soft Assert class also. Soft Assert. Okay, under asserts we have something called Soft Assert. We'll create an object of Soft Assert and by using the object of this Soft Assert we will use the same assert equals method. Okay, again I'm going to copy whatever the condition which we have used earlier. Let us see what happens now. I have commented the hard assert. Right click, run as TestNG test. Okay, as you can see now, since we ran the test case with the Soft Assert, both of them passed and my browser is also closed. That means after executing this statement, even though the condition is not true, it goes and executes the next statement, which is driver.close. That is why my browser is closed now. Earlier we have seen what is the difference between assert and verify. Now we will include Soft Assert also. This is similar to verify, but the test case is marked with pass. We were expecting the first test case to fail, and to make this Soft Assert similar to verify, wherein it should mark the test case as fail, what we need to do is, after we do all the operation, we need to call in assert, assert all. Okay, don't forget to call this method, because we wanted to see the first one as fail, even though it continued on. To make it as fail, what we need to call is, we need to call this assert, which is an object of Soft Assert, and assert all method. Save this, right click, again run. Okay, as you can see now, one is passed, the other one is failed. The failed test case is assertion test, which is this one. Now we got the correct result. So you should remember to put in this assert all as the last statement. Okay, this is how we can make use of assert class and Soft Assert class, which is available in TestNG, to work with assertions. To recap, assert will stop the execution, it won't go to the next statement, but Soft Assert will go to the next statement and execute it, and the assert will throw an exception, which is assertion error, and Soft Assert will not throw any exception when the condition is not met. Last but not the least, don't forget to add this assert all to get the correct information about the passed and failed test cases if you are using Soft Assert. Okay, thanks for watching. Please stand by for more videos on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.